Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I actually thought I would do something for this year's Valentine's Day because I have already done in 2 years straight 2 very bubbly and romantic looks, and I did see some anti-Valentine's Day makeup ideas that I thought were very interesting. So for this video I'm starting with no makeup on because I want to be kind of a blank canvas. And if you are new here, hi, I'm Joanna. Welcome to the world of Beautycraft. In this channel I share all of my passions with new videos every Saturday, usually around makeup. I also have some bits of lifestyle, under 5-minute reviews every other Thursday, and one geeky Tuesday a month. So if you are kind of a millennial with multiple interests, this is probably a good place for you. And without any further ado, let's start doing my makeup. And I actually want it a little bit more zoomed in like this. I look extremely tired and I thought I would do my brows first, so I'm using the L'Oreal Unbelievable Brow Gel, and I should probably get my hair out of the way. This product, I feel like it's a little bit tricky to use, but your brows look really amazing and very long wearing. It's got a kind of doe foot applicator, but I don't really think it works very well putting it straight on the brow, and this is actually the brush that it comes with. So yeah, I would say this gives you super intense brows, and for this look I think that's kind of what I'm going for. Very intense, sharp look. Okay, so I do think this product looks really good, does just take a little bit more time to apply. And for my eyeshadow primer, I'm using the NYX Proof It primer. This is a little bit different than usual. And I'm actually going to prime this outer part too, because for this look I definitely want to bring my eyeshadow out. I kind of debated myself on which color I wanted to use for this look, because I would say anti-Valentine's Day is something, I would say it's something kind of green, but I actually want to keep in the Valentine's Day sort of colors, but just make it a little bit sort of aggressive. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Morphe 39S palette. So I would say this is definitely a palette very suitable for Valentine's Day, but I want to do kind of a more dark look. And I actually want to use tape for this look, and not doing eyeliner, but making kind of a winged eyeshadow. And I want to start with the shade Bougie, that is this really, really bright pink, to do a transition. I'm actually going to start a little bit light, and then I'll give it more depth. And actually this is not zoomed in enough. Yeah, that is much better. So as I was saying, I want to start this upper part light, and then I'll give depth as I go down. So as you see, keeping it in Valentine's Day colors, but I'm guessing this year I'm just not feeling very romantic with lockdown. I'm guessing a lot of couples that don't already live together probably won't be able to be together for this event. And some of the couples that are together are probably not going to be able to celebrate it. So I'm now moving under this color with the shade Wine Not that is already very much darker. And I'm doing basically the same shape, but just blending it a little bit lower. So me and my fiance, we would usually on Valentine's Day go to the movies. I have no idea when was the last time we actually went to the movies. It's probably been a year, and it's actually one of the things I miss the most. We would usually go like once a month. And I'm going back with a little bit of the shade Bougie again, just to blend above it. Now I want to do the same thing, going even a little bit more under with the shade Make It Rain, that is this really deep purple. And basically keep doing the same shape, but below. And because my eyes are hooded, I'm actually going to bring the purple slightly a little bit more up. And I'm taking the brush I used for the previous shade to kind of just blend the upper part. I just need a little bit more purple in this outer corner, kind of left the tape a little bit too up. But when I'll do the lower lash line, I'll kind of connect these parts. And to finish the vampiness of this eye, I'm going to use the shade Rocks On. I'm not very sure if the sparkle will show through. Yeah, it kind of doesn't. But I'm just packing it on my lid. Just kind of filling in whatever's left. And also winging it out. This just kind of ends up blending in with the purple. And that's exactly what I want, make it a sort of very dark purple. With this black, I'm actually going a little bit over the other shades, but just being very, very careful not to do too much. And it will be basically like doing an eyeliner, a smoky liner. And I'm taking the first brush I used to just kind of blend it a little bit in. And on top, I think I want to add a little bit of a glitter. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Dazzlem, just with my finger. And this one is actually not too pigmented, just pressing it in the center to give it a little bit of a sparkle, but nothing too much. This shade is almost like a topper, a kind of glittery topper, but because I don't want this look to be too sparkly. Remember that sparkly is a thing a little bit more Valentine's Day and not so anti-Valentine's Day. I just want to add a little bit. Okay, and to finish the upper part of my eyes, I'm going to take the Kiko Everlasting Kajal on my waterline, and for mascara I'm using the NYX on the Rise. I'm actually gonna have to remove the tape already, so let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think this one on the very corner is a little bit up, but when I do the lower lash line, I'll just connect the corner. And I definitely smudged my mascara, but I'll just clean up any fallout before I do my face. And with this sort of very dramatic look, you could definitely add some false lashes. So now for my face as primer, I'm using the Kiko Active Face Primer. I still have tested this one very recently, so today I'm going to use it with a different foundation, but if you'd like to see the video testing the Kiko Active Primer Foundation and Concealer, I will leave it up on the cards. Well, my neighbors today are being super noisy, so I'm really sorry if you can hear them. But for my base, as for the eyeshadow that only has a little bit of sparkle, I want it very, very matte. I don't want no glow, because glow is Valentine's. I'm using the Kiko Full Coverage 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, but mostly as a foundation. This one has a really nice coverage, as the name says. And for concealer, I'm actually also using the one from the Kiko Active line. I really liked it. This one has a really good coverage. Okay, and I just had to change my battery, but I did finish blending the concealer. And for powder, I'm actually using another product from Kiko. I'm using the Kiko Invisible Touch. This one is very matte. So I think I'm just going to keep with some Kiko products, and for bronzer I'm using the Gold Babes one. And for blush, I want something matte, but not too pinky, so I think I'm going to use this one from Chanel. This is in the shade Quintessence. This is a little bit more of a peachy tone. And I also don't want to abuse too much on the blush. The only exception I'm going to take for matte on my face is actually the highlighter, and I'm going to use the Soft X Revolution palettes, and I'll just take my absolute favorite shade, that is the second one. Yeah, the highlighter I can never skip, and I'm actually going to use it for my brow bone. Okay, so let's finish these eyes, and I want to do a little bit more purple underneath, because with the black, the purple turned out a little bit subtle. So I'm taking the shade Make It Rain really close to my lash line. And again, connecting it to this outer corner. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the shade Rocks On, just on the outer part, to really connect to the outer, to this outer part. especially on this side. And to blend the lower lash line, I'm actually going to use different shade from the ones I used on top. I'm going to use the shade Very Good, that is a really intense pink. Very lightly. Okay, and I'm just finishing this again with the Everlasting Kajal and the mascara. For my lips, I don't actually have a matte black lipstick. I have a glossy black lipstick, but I think I want to try something different. I do have the Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer. I think this was discontinued and I don't usually use it, and this is in the shade Black Heart, but I think it will go nicely with this look. Yeah, I definitely feel like this lipstick goes really well with the eye look. Also, Black Heart for an anti-Valentine's Day look is very suitable. And to set my makeup, I'm using the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. Okay, so this is the finished look anti-Valentine's Day. I think I have done something kind of similar, at least in the eyeshadow part, for Sailor Saturn, but that one was a little bit more purple. This one has some more pink elements, and I didn't do my inner corner highlights. I should definitely do that. I'm using the Soft highlighter again. Yeah, that was definitely missing. As I mentioned, highlighter is the only thing I definitely can't skip in a look. And I'm still not sure if I should have done it in green. I think green is a very opposite thing to pinks and reds, and I should probably do one sort of more grungy green look in the future, but I'm really happy how this turned out. And I also remember why I don't really use this lipstick often. It's kind of drying, but for the sake of this look, I think it matches up pretty well. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you are feeling romantic for this year's Valentine's Day or not. And if you like this look, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also, if you have managed to watch the video until now, I kind of want to introduce something that I saw on a different channel and that I thought was really fun. That is the code word of the video. Basically, if you have watched until the end of the video, I will give you a code word, and you can include the code word in a subtle way in your comment down below, and I will know that you have watched until the end. It's not exactly a prize, but it is something that will be pretty special to me, knowing that you've watched until the end of the video. And the code word for this first video, I will use the inspiration from the lipstick, and the code word for this video will be heart. So when you leave me your comments, leave me the word heart in some way. And I will be doing this code word for all my Saturday videos and also for my Geeky Tuesday, but not for my under 5-minute reviews, because those are already pretty fast to film. But I don't actually have a code word on next Saturday's video because that one was pre-filmed, and it is actually something completely different from what I've ever done on my channel. I actually filmed it on my kitchen. So if you are curious about that, and if you haven't already, Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos like this one every week. And that is everything for this one. Thank you so much for watching.